Let's have a little bit of a chinwag. Chitty chatter. You know how's it be now? Anyway, how you guys doing anyway? You doing good? You doing well? I'm okay. But yeah, let me tell you something, man. I had an encounter with Uncle Timmy. Yeah? And this encounter, man, was just not a funny one still. So, I go see Uncle Timmy to say what's up and that. See what's going on. You know, we're chatting away. Just talking and, talking about different things. Chilling and, just doing bits and bobs. And then I said to Uncle Timmy, I'm a bit hungry. And he says, yeah, I got you. I've got Ayamase. I said, what? You got Ayamase? By the way, if you don't know what Ayamase is, or, some people call it Ayamase. Oh, that is so hilarious. Ayamase. A round of applause for that. But anyway, yeah, if you don't know what Ayamase is some nice Nigerian stew made from the, Yoruba tribe. Very spicy, very, very, very spicy. Depending on who's making it, though, it could get really spicy because it's, a lot of Scotch bonnet in there. But anyway, nice. You get excited when you hear Ayamase, man, because some people have Ayamase with rice, white rice, which is what Uncle Timmy was offering. And he said, yeah, I've got Ayamase, I've got some white rice as well. So anyway, so he puts this thing on the cook, just plain white rice. And at some point, I stepped out for a little bit, come back in, and Uncle Timmy says, food's ready. So I'm buzzing here, like excited, bro. Excited. Because I'm like, white rice and Ayamase. Like, do you know what I'm about to get down on? Do you know what I mean? That's some proper food, bro. So anyway, so I say to Uncle Timmy, yeah, no problem, I'm ready. Uncle Timmy serves it and says to me before he gives it to me, he says, do you mind burnt rice? I said, He goes, because I like to eat my rice burnt. I like to eat it burnt. So I thought, okay, let me just have a glance over Uncle Timmy's plate and see what's happening there. If he's got burnt rice for real. And I look over. Uncle Timmy don't use sense for me. Uncle Timmy don't use big sense. Big man sense. Uncle Timmy's rice is all white, bro. No black. Not even like golden brown. Look at my plate though when Uncle Timmy gives me my rice. All my rice don't join together. Like it's all like... Have you ever had burnt rice before? This is like proper burnt though, because I'm not even sure Uncle Timmy meant this or he forgot. But anyway, the rice, yeah, the bottom of the rice is all sticky together. I've got a couple of, a few white rices. You get what I'm saying? A few white rices, but everything brown, bro. And then you got a Ayamase on top of that. How am I supposed to eat that now? It's like eating biscuits, bro. Like, that's the only way I can be chewing, the rice. Like, dipping like biscuits into like the Ayamase and that. Like, this is like rice biscuits, innit? Like, man's eating rice biscuits and Ayamase, bro. That's where I'm at right now. But you know what? That kind of got me thinking, bro, how can you not know how to cook? And to be fair, Uncle Timmy then admits later on, saying he's not really into cooking and that. He doesn't really cook. He just goes to the shop, goes to the Nigerian shop and that, and gets himself a couple of, bowls and stews and that. I thought, wow, bro, you didn't even have to tell me that, man. This rice right here now, damage, serious damage. But anyway, I'm like, okay, cool. I eat, you gotta make do with what you're giving, innit? Like, man's hungry. I'm busting up. So, I'm having my rice cake now and Ayamase, feeling good. But I get thinking like, bro, Dr. Timey can cook though. And the thing is, right, there used to be I'll say a generation where cooking was a thing for female. Yeah? Because everyone kind of thought the man goes out to make, money. So he's not supposed to be around cooking. So it's left for the women. So that generation, you've got a very high population of men who can't cook, who can't even cook to save their life. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's bad. But anyway, that's basically on the thinking that only women cook. Then you go into a generation later on where it's getting a little bit bad. Men have started cooking because women are getting lazy, and more women are not cooking now because women are now working in the office and stuff like that. So you get some men learning how to cook. But funny enough, do you know that over 77% of the chef population are actually male? So telling you, a lot of men are actually professional cooks. Now, I don't know how that happened when a lot of the times, a lot of men at home, domestic guys, can't even, like they say, you can't even put on the kettle. You know what I mean? I had a friend of mine make me pounded yam once. You guys know pounded yam? If you don't know pounded yam is like having like mashed potato. Do you know what I mean? Potato, whichever. Mash. Do you know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, pounded yam. If you've never had pounded yam, so pounded yam is like the senior ancestor of like potato. You know what I'm saying? Like pounded yam, that's senior man. So what we do with yam back in the day is you kind of cook it, goes soft, and then they used to have what we call a mortar, and it has like a stick with it. You put those hot yam. Nothing like having organic food. Honestly, that's one of the best things about Nigeria. Organic food. So put the yam in there, you pound it, fresh pounded yam, bro. And then you have it with like egusi soup and all the different soups and the soupies. You know what I'm saying? But then they started producing the flour, type. So now we have pounded yam. So my friend, getting back to this guy, was trying to make me pounded yam for us to eat because we were both hungry and that. This guy made this pounded yam, and I swear it down, this thing looked like custard, bro. Like, bro couldn't actually make it. He couldn't actually and all you have to do about pounded yam is you put some hot water, put some flour, measure it that it doesn't go thick in like a rock. And all you have to do is just stare around. And then after some time, use a little bit more strength. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not rocket science, bro. But men, forget a lot of people can't do that. Not just men, women as well. But this is how my guy wants me eating custard and some soup. Who does that, bro? But anyway, yeah, man, you should. And to be honest, now we've moved into a newer generation where both boys and girls don't even know how to cook. That thing is a survival skill. Being able to cook is a survival skill. So I'm not really sure why that skill isn't being passed down. Because now you've got a set of youngins, right, who don't even have any level of cooking skill. Like, you don't have to be a chef, but you need to be able to know how to put food together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even believe, like, I think that's a lot of power for you to give someone else. That you can't cook to be able to feed yourself. So you got to wait for someone to make a meal, or you actually go out and spend money buying takeaway. Like, you could save a lot of money from learning how to cook and cooking clean food as well. You know what I mean? Have you ever tasted my barbecue chicken? Dr. Timey's barbecue chicken is lit, bro. Best chicken in the world. I tell you that with my full chest. I'm telling you, man. Recipe on point. But the only problem is with that thing, sometimes, you burn the chicken because you're always in a rush. Always trying to get the chicken on ASAP because you got guests. And I'll tell you, one of the good things about being able to cook is it's like therapy. For me, it's like therapy because who likes to go to people's houses or go to parties where you don't serve food? Imagine people who just serve you alcohol, like you're drinking on empty stomach. Have you ever done that? Do you know what that feels like? Good luck with the hangover, bro. The hangover is going to be epic. Because, man, when you haven't eaten and then you're drinking a lot, man, bro, no one likes to go to them kind of parties, man. You gotta have parties with like small chops now. You know what I'm saying now? Don't behave like you don't know. You know the P. Get some little small chops around. A little bit of a nibble here and there. You know what I mean? You just need something to snack on whilst you're being merry. Whilst you're gist. You know what I mean? Like now, Dr. Timey's like talking to you. You should be having like some, little things around. You should have some puff as well now. It's the puff show. But you see, that's the other thing. You can't even fry puff. You know what I'm saying? So how are you even going to sit down, listen to a good convo, and you're supposed to be eating some nibble, and you would like it to be popcorn, but man can't even cook. You can't listen. YouTube is easy, man. Watch some YouTube. It's very easy. Watch some YouTube stuff. You know what I'm saying? You might get it wrong a couple of times, but practicing, doing it all the time, you get better, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, these days to ask someone to even fry you a puff, not even to puff off, how many do you want? They just be looking at you like, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you should be having like nice puff when you're watching like the Man U game, Arsenal game, Liverpool game, Man City, the Chelsea game, puff on this steady, just coming out hot. You get it? But life, now you can't cook, now you can't eat no puff, you're there chewing granite. Well, it's all small chops now, isn't it? But yeah, man, it's therapeutic. It's a good way of like hosting people, being hospitable, It's a survival skill, guys. Listen, it's a survival skill. If you can cook for people who are hungry, it's also a blessing, bro. You know what I mean? You see all those charities that go out, make food and, help people out. Do you know what I mean? It's a skill. Imagine you had to be the one on the other end, someone having to cook because there's no way for you to find some food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to learn how to cook. You can't be doing, what Uncle Timmy's doing. I love Uncle Timmy, man. The funny thing is, man had to confess. He just had to confess hard and just say, look, listen, I'm not into cooking. And I respect that. You know what I mean? But maybe it's a bit too late for Uncle Timmy, but it's not too late for anyone, to be honest. You can start. But it's just the fact that sometimes you got to have patience. Because cooking sometimes, man, especially when you're cooking like very, very funky and very, exciting dishes, it takes a lot of energy and, space in the kitchen. And I'm a bit of a messy one. Yeah, so when I try and cook, I'm usually very, very, very messy, man. The whole place is like a tip, man. Everywhere is messed up. But hey, the food will taste good. It's just, I'm just not a tidy one. So if you ever had to cook with me, just know, it's going to be a hard one still. It's going to be a hard one. The environment is going to be very, very messy afterwards, after you've had a good taste, But yeah, listen, guys. Yeah, if you don't know how to cook, please cook. If you got kids, make sure you teach them how to cook. A couple of dishes here and there. Look, Indomie. Indomie is a very, very, if you haven't had Indomie before, Indomie is like instant noodles, those noodles in a pack. But yeah, Indomie is the best, man. Wow, have you tasted Indomie spicy? Yeah, the ones in the sachet. Indomie is mad. Yeah, you can do a lot with Indomie, man. Indomie, baby. Indomie, baby. Indomie. But yeah, that's me doing, marketing for a brand. Not gonna pay me. Dr. Timey in here just giving you like reps. I know Indomie is good at, but yeah, still. But anyway, yeah, it's like instant noodles, bro. But you could do it with different things. You can have it with like a little bit of, sausages. But don't go buy like sausage that you're supposed to put on barbecue. You need to get like Frankfurt, like bell peppers, green bell peppers. Oh, mix it up a little bit, bro. You know what I mean? Boiled egg. But yeah, anyway, in a nutshell, all I'm just trying to say is, we've got to make sure cooking is a skill for our kids and for individuals. Occasionally, try and make something, man. And we're talking about cooking, not putting like porridge in the microwave. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? That ain't cooking. And we're not talking about microwavable food as well. That ain't cooking, because that's not even good food, to be honest. You need to learn to make some fresh dinners sometimes. And I think cooking is such a romantic thing. It's, it's an act of love as well, No, this is not Dr. Timey trying to be deep about anything. But listen, if you think about it, people are very happy, when they eat. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got weddings. People have to have food. Everything needs to have food around, man. We just had Christmas. You got to have food, eat so much. You know what I mean? So you got to think about it, man. If you're not someone who cooks, it's good to cook for your spouse. It's a very romantic gesture, a very kind gesture, a very lovable gesture as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's always good. As a woman, it's quite important that you cook, because women are known for all these things. They're known for all these things that are all about caring, isn't it? They're all about loving. But anyway, you know what I mean? You just gotta be able to, put things together. Yeah, man. And I think that's about it, man. Dr. Timey is just, been able to just let you know that you guys, yeah, you need to try and, make a couple of meals here and there. Some rice and stew, some rice and, corned beef stew. It's not bad. Have you ever tasted that, by the way? Corned beef stew? Oh man, okay. I'll leave that. Some people might think, what the hell is he talking about? You know what I mean? But you need to, learn how to do some omelets, different types of omelets with different types of things in them. Try some traditional soups that are not that difficult. I know people won't like to be washing like fish and meat. Why don't you get someone else to do that? You can collaborate when you're cooking. But any which way, you got to learn how to cook, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. I'm not saying you're trying to, become a chef or, someone who's vastly educated in cooking, but it's just a survival skill to have. And that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, guys, it's been lovely gisting with you. It's been good chilling with you guys as usual.